been doing that all weekend, guys. Give it up for
Pretty impressive.
Woo! Introduced to live music, you can't beat that. Yeah. Chandler, man, welcome to Orlando.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
How's life after Walking Dead so far?
Not bad. A lot less working, but it's pretty relaxing. I have a lot more time to focus on music and go out on auditions and do schooling, things like that. Yeah, it's great.
If you guys have questions, by the way, there are 2 microphones. Don't be shy. We love getting you guys involved. We love hearing from you. So line up, we'll get to you. I'm going to ask a few questions here. But since you left, I mean, it's been about a year since you shot your last episode, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing you stay pretty close with everyone, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can see him at all the conventions and here and there. It's great. Yeah.
Your pinned tweet on Twitter says that you had a dream that everybody was yelling "quarrel" at you.
It's terrifying. I woke up in a fetal position. It's horrifying.
I remember, like, with Star Wars, the kid from Star Wars, people would, like, yell his name at him and yell Star Wars, like, lightsaber noises at him, like, when he was in school, and I think it drove him crazy. So, does that happen to you, like, everywhere you go? Are people, like, or in school back in the day or anything like that?
I mean, luckily, people are usually pretty civilized about it, so it's not like too barbaric where people are just shouting, like, obscene things at me, but it's, when I was at school, it wasn't bad at all. I mean, people were very, no one really cared that I was on the show because I had been living where I lived my whole life. I didn't really move or anything. Yeah, here is really the only place that I get the infamous choral yelled at nonstop.
Coral!
There it is.
Dude, I actually was just watching old episodes, like, earlier this week, and it was like the episode where you guys went to the CDC, and you were like 10 years old, right? Like,
yeah.
And you tried wine for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
What, do you ever watch old episodes and, like, just have memories of that and think, like, wow, that's crazy, I was doing that and I was 10 years old?
I've actually been meaning to go back and watch the old episodes because I haven't seen them since they aired. Like, I haven't seen any of season 1 since it aired back in 2010. So I mean to really go back and watch it and, like, kind of see it from a different perspective, because when you're watching it, it's hard to kind of judge if you can't really tell if it's actually good or not. Like, you don't really know if anything that you're doing is okay. So I really want to go back and like watch it in like a really different perspective and actually really be able to judge like the writing and the performances.
It's got to be a crazy experience. Like, you were growing up in front of, like, the whole world. Like, did you even realize that at the time, that so many people were watching you? Can a 10-year-old practice? When I was 10 years old, dude, I was still, like, picking my nose and learning to play NBA Live. Like, I was like, I don't even know if I could read at 10. Might not even read now. But, like, how do you process what you're doing on such a big stage, on such a grand level?
I mean, I had been acting since I was 4, so, doing like theater things and things like that. So memorizing and performing was never really alien to me, but it was, I didn't really I didn't really put that much thought into it. I just kind of learned my lines and just did it. Like, I didn't like have any kind of thought out like method on how I wanted to do these lines and this and that like I do now. But back then I just kind of just did it. So I was probably doing picking my nose and learning how to play NBA Live. Kind of thing.
Hey, man. So, well, I'll just toss it out here for a little while. I know you guys have a lot of good questions, so it's more fun from you. Let's start over here. What's your name? Where are you from? Get it right up there on the mic, or else we'll come back to you if it's broken. Come on, Moshi. Just kidding. Give it a tap. Can we hear anything? It's dead. You guys lose. We're going this side. They'll get that squared away. Over here, what's your name? Where are you from? Oh, it's dead. Well, they'll figure that out. Let's talk about music. Because since Walking Dead, your music career, when that happens, just like yell at me. Let me know when that's fixed. Your music career, it seems like it's going really cool, man. I was scrolling through your Twitter again, and I saw that you have like San Diego coming up, LA, all these different events. What is it like to? Is there a lot of Walking Dead fans who come out? Are you starting to see new fans from music? How's it all going?
Yeah, I mean, it's always cool to kind of bring fans over from from The Walking Dead to my music, and if they like my music, that's awesome. And although I have had people like come to my shows and things like that, come up to me and like, dude, I loved your music. I had no idea you're on The Walking Dead. I was like, that is awesome. That is really cool. That's really what I'm trying to go for. I'm not trying to like use Walking Dead as like a my platform, but because it's a completely different thing, and but it's going great, and everyone there seems to really like enjoy the music and respect it, and it's a completely new thing, and I love it, and it's awesome.
So what is, if you controlled your own destiny, which, if you work hard enough, you do, I believe, what is your ultimate goal? Is it more acting? Is it more music? Is it a Grammy? Is it an Oscar?
I don't really know. I mean, I think the ultimate goal would be to like star in a film and score it. That would be the coolest thing.
Has anybody ever done that? I don't.
Oh, I think yeah, probably. But I mean, it'd be still really cool.
That would be awesome.
Like, be like the number one, and then like also like score it.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
That's cool. I had never even thought of an idea like that. That's awesome. Are they working over there now?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, let's try this one more time. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hannah. I'm from Daytona Beach.
Hi, Hannah.
Okay, so do you think Carl's death was timely, or do you think he should have had more time? Also, what was your reaction when you first read the script for Carl's death?
Well, I think it came at a pretty good time in terms of the story. It had to happen for Rick as like a big turning point for his character, and I think it was timed out pretty well, in my opinion. And I mean, it was. For reading the script, it was really weird because I never thought that it was going to happen until a couple months before, and I found out. And it was really bizarre, and I was like, man, I'm going to have to say all this really depressing stuff. This is not going to be fun. But I did it, and it ended up great, and I'm super happy with my performance. And it was it was a thank you. But yeah, it was the whole experience was just really it was dreadful to go through, but it was good. It was a nice send off. Thank you.
I cried.
Me too.
With Andy leaving in season 9, I kind of wonder, like, did they know maybe like Rick's leaving, so because I know everybody was kind of surprised when we found out Carl was dying. I know you were kind of surprised by it. So do you think maybe there was like, oh, well, if Rick's leaving, we can't have Carl without Rick? Maybe that influenced it at all, or was that not even?
I think, I don't want to speak on behalf of Andy, but I think him leaving was more of his choice, because he had to leave his family for 7 months. Not, he didn't go the whole 7 months without seeing his family, but having to leave, and go to work. He's from England, and so having to come over to the States and film for that long every single year for 9 years straight was just insane. And there were times where, because I went to public school while I filmed the show, and there were times where I just was like, why am I even here? Like, this is so pointless. And, if I thought that, if I can just stay in school, if Andy can, leave his family every single year to come and do this show and be that dedicated to his work, then I can spend a few hours at school every day. And I guess I always looked up to him, and he was such an inspiring person to me, and I'm sure he was to you guys as well. But to hear that he was leaving, it didn't surprise me.
When did you first find out? Did Andy or anybody call you to tell you he was leaving? And then when you found out, did you like read it online?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, but I mean, we had talked about it.
Wow.
About a year before, about him, like what he kind of wanted to do with his future, and didn't really involve him in the show. So I wasn't surprised.
Did you go to I heard there was a pool party for his goodbye. Yeah. Oh well, you're in LA now. You were in Georgia.
Yeah.
You missed a good pool party, I heard. So did all of us.
Even invite me.
You're just like the rest of us. Let's go over there. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name is Farah, and I'm from Orlando. I was just wondering, out of all the scenes that you did from The Walking Dead, was there one in particular that really stood out to you or really meant a lot to you, besides your death scene?
Yeah. In season 4, I think it was like episode 4 or 5. I tell the story all the time because it's such an awesome story. But So in Georgia, the like Georgia labor laws restrict minors from touching or holding any firearms until they turn 14. And in that script, episode like 404 or 405, it had me and Rick like gunning down a whole horde of zombies with a machine gun, and I was so excited because I was turning 14 like during the airing of that episode. I'm like, they're actually going to have me fire this gun. This is going to be so much fun. And so the night we were supposed to film the episode, it was like the night before my birthday. And so once like midnight hit, then they could like give me the machine gun and I could start shooting. And they like counted down to midnight, and then it was everyone cheering and saying happy birthday. And then Andy came over and knighted me with a machine gun, and then just spent some bullets. And we spent the next like 3 hours just mowing down zombies. It was an awesome experience. I literally felt like I was in Call of Duty because everything was just like so automatic and just so. It was just the coolest thing like ever. That was probably the most fun I've had on set.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I've never heard you tell that story, but it's cool. This is a cool sign of how like tight the Walking Dead family is, because I got to be an extra in 8/15, and they shot that in like November, but nobody knew Carl was dying until December. So I was on set, and I forget, I was talking to one of the prop guys, and he was telling me that like everybody is so shocked to not have you around. It's such a weird vibe not to have you around. And he told me, he was like, and just like 5 years ago, man, it was his birthday, and we were out here shooting guns. And I was like, oh yeah. And you told that story. I said, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
What a birthday, dude! Like I had.
It was awesome. Yeah, and then we came back the next day and kept shooting that scene. So it just kept on going. It was great.
It's awesome, and I was still picking my nose and playing NBA Live. Let's go over here. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Stephanie.